We're gonna have case 31, 32, 33 together. This is case 31, position, villain, button. The position is gonna be big blind versus button. So the button raises, I 3-bet, and here I can bet 14.31, third pot, that's correct, $15, he calls. And then on the turn, since this is low card, this is the whole idea here, the low board. The low board allows you to rep a overpair here. So you should bet one pot, or even, yeah, one pot is 13. The low board allows you to have 13.49 at the one pot position. In the game, I didn't realize this. I didn't realize that you should look at button versus big blind 3-bet. This guy's range is going to be weak. I mean, he'll be calling with suited connectors. So he's pretty weak, so you can push him off. His range here, when he calls the 3-betting position, makes his position really weak. So you can put pressure on him, especially the board is low. So that's the idea here. When the board is low, 3-better can rep overpair, especially when the villain is the button. The button has weak range here. 22, he calls. Button opens to 7, I make it 22, he calls. Flop is all low cards, and I have the flush draw. I have the flush draw. Flush, 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 draw. So that was worth a lot of EV, 14. Whereas in case 33, which is the companion case to this, the EV is lower, but we still get to rep the overpair. We'll get to that next case. The lesson here is it's button. Button has a weak range, calling 3-bet. Button 3-bet, blah, 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 repping overpair. We can rep overpair as the big blind here with the 3-better. When the turn is a break, we get to rep, we get the double barrel. So now we go to case 33. Just like case 31, we have Queen Jack suited. Again, the button, just like before, we make it 22 now. Same. He opens to 7, I make it 22, he calls. Low board, this time no flush draw. And low board and big blind repping overpair. The EV is not nearly. EV was 14 before. See, EV was 14. Now the EV is only a little bit, like 4.59 at half pot. So in case 31, you want to do half pot. So let's go to that. I mean case 33. So case 33 has Queen Jack, same thing, open button, make it 22, and flops all low, no flush draw. So here the EV is only 4.59 by half potting. The other ones are not as good of the EV. So half pot EV in this low board. Same thing here, half pot in case 31. Case 31, half pot has the highest EV. Case 33, half pot has the highest EV at 4.59. That's a really good EV. This guy has a very weak range here. So that's the lesson for the case 33. 8 comes out. We don't necessarily need to bet that. Especially when he called. When he called, we just kind of give up. So, and we just play straightforward. Yeah, we just play straightforward. We might even need to fold since he did call the half pot. He may have something, and we have nothing here. Whereas in the case, this is case 33. In case 31, we could, because we had the 2 clubs and we had the club. So we get to actually fire one pot on case 31. So there is a difference between case 31 and 33. There is a difference. Case 33, we get the double barrel. In case 31, we get the double barrel. 33, we don't get the double barrel. We just rep the overpair on the flop. And since we have nothing else going, it's a paired board, so That's the difference between 31 and 33. So they are companion cases. Okay, now we can go to case 32. Case 32 just reinforces the idea that position is very important. This is the steal position, so you can actually call here. Or actually not call, don't call. Just raise. So here, let's just take a look. We should, when he raises from the steal position, we can actually flat for 1.77. So this is okay to flat. And then this is very interesting. This is very interesting. This is the pre-flop. So case 32 originally started just as a pre-flop reiteration or reminder that versus the steal position, this guy, I can flat here. When he raises, I can flat. When he raises to 49, I can flat. I can flat. And when the board comes out like this, that's more nuanced. I don't really know how to deal with this. The Snowy says that I can raise him because it's monotone, and I can either raise him or fold, but mostly folding is better. Folding is mostly the right way to go. See, folding is mostly right, so I don't hit this at all. But you could choose to sometimes raise him because he's from the steal position and I have 2 overcards and it's monotoned. But anyways, Ace Jack, I raise to 16, hijack raises to 49, I can call. It's 1.77 when BB does call, and we're 110 BB deep, by the way. That's also important. Position is important, stack depth is important. Once the big blind does call with Ace Jack, just play the flop straightforward. So on a flop with 8-6-5, check and raise quarter is okay, or fold. Mostly fold, because this is nuance. I don't really understand this 6-5-8 gets to raise some of the time, because most other flops you just fold. On most flops the big blind just has to check fold, but if the flop is monotone and low and not fully connected, the big blind can raise quarter pot, but that's pretty nuanced. And here I wrote in the summary for repping an overpair for 31-33 case. 32 is more straightforward, just position, steal position versus big blind. And the Ace Jack suited can be very strong in that case. You can flat because he came from a steal position. All right, so those are 31, 32, 33.